Wow, everybody. Dang, boy, your boy got back home not too long ago. Not too long ago. Welcome to the show. I have some truth bombs. Baby, baby. MC Recovery. Straight out of South Central, out here in the LA area. Truth bomb on these Chinese manufacturing companies. I mean, I know a lot of people, homeboys and things of that nature. Man, Man, I meant to go and grab these other shoes, but check out these here. First time people saw them, they thought they was Jordans, but I'm gonna show you what they really are when we get back. So to make this show really tight, hit that subscribe button, and we're gonna get with this right now. And I'd like to say fair use to the Couture family uh, on this, and I'm gonna blow this thing up. Hopefully, I'll do it right because usually when I do this,
It's like that.
and let's blow this up. Fair use, and this guy right here been going viral. Trip off of this.
Lululemon.
Well, because think about it. Have you ever met somebody? I just realized this.
C'est la guerre entre
Some
la
anecdotal evidence. Have you ever met somebody who said, I work at the Nike factory and I build the Nike shoes?
Well,
probably be
in
talking
Memphis,
to a child.
They
got
got
the
a
little
Nike
kids
factory.
in them
No,
sweatshops.
but
They
have
don't
you
got the
ever-
sweatshop one.
Have y'all ever heard somebody here said they work at a factory where they build some type of clothes?
Oh, hell no.
No one has met anyone who works at a place like that.
No.
Wouldn't that be like they need a lot of them to make all that? You know? Well, I guess they're saying they're doing it in Europe, so we knew it wasn't made in America, I guess.
You know for sure they ain't doing it in Europe.
But we knew Nike was made in China. But they telling them that it's made in Europe.
Wow.
So what they're doing is they're making whole thing in China and then they sending it a little piece to Italy or getting a little piece from Italy and sent made in Italy.
They packaging it and putting their logo on it.
Yeah.
They've been finessing,
I don't even think it's the logo. I think they just putting the tag on it and just say, here you go, made in Italy now.
No, they're saying it's actual.
That's what
like,
the bag.
part.
But
It's
imagine
an
all the
actual
other
something.
stuff they doing this with, you know?
It's something made in Italy on the bag, though, for sure. They have to do that. But
Yeah.
who knows? I mean, I don't know.
Louis Vuitton and Chanel will hate me if I tell you this, revealing the secret behind big brand. Let's go. Hang Long from
Way back.
Singapore, or
Where are you?
Baudin Durags for their lambskin from France. Tannery Haas, Italian Tannery, Fight. Labri Tecna from Italy. Guess where I found all those secret suppliers? All in APIF, Hong Kong.
I'm finna
It's
move
only
to
the
Hong
first day of
Kong.
this exhibition. There are still two.
So, in other words, then we're gonna bag it up over here.
They got the little kids.
China.
Lulu?
Yeah.
This comment saying this
Too long. Welcome. Made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own countries and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, close your eyes. Let's just do a little, very easy experiment in your head, okay?
Wow.
Imagine that you have Hermes bag and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else like leathers, zippers, and hardware remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans. Let's not be poisoned and misled by the market campaign any longer and be a real person. Buy a bag from our factory in China, see the real world for yourself.
Dang.
Dang, talking about a truth bomb. See? So, as you see there, the truth bomb is really something. All these bags. So that means some of the homeboys and homegirls in your city and in my city We need to hear up and rush some of their products, I guess, because what they think is fake may not be fake. uh, and a couple of years ago, someone gave me this shoe. See it? Jordan. And it's a little different. But see, I still wear it. And if it's on the online store, look, you got the Jordan tag. You can see you got the number, 53. Perfect. See? So it's like, this has been going on. So, man, can you imagine people being up here having shoe conventions and stuff? This just dropped the bomb on everything. But trip off of that. I don't get caught up on stuff like that. Like I showed you earlier in the show. Somebody complimented me right at work, said, dang, man, those some tight ass Jordans. But guess what they really are? Fila. The Fila brand. And I mean, they feel just as comfortable. See the bottom of them? Now, the only difference, I did have a pair of Jordans just like this. Only difference is that this feel a little lighter. Shit, a little lighter than this shoe. And I remember when I had something like these, the white, black, and red one. These feel a little lighter, but they feel comfortable. All I had to do was put a cushion at the bottom, but these don't even have a cushion at the bottom, really. So somehow I made it through the workday. And is these tariffs working? See, that's what we need to ask ourselves. It's like fair exchange, no robbery. We send products over there. Is we manufacturing products over here and they selling them over there as USA products, marking them up. So the tariff chain supposed to go. So, and when they bring theirs here, it's more like it's still marked down and they still got interest because most of our manufacturing plants went over there to sell back to us stuff that they're up here not only double upping and triple upping. This is what has been for. They've been quadruple, quadruple upping on profits and living here. So that's why the tax have to be taxed upon on these companies, because in my neighborhood out here in South Central, all where railroad yards are go through neighborhoods throughout all the United States, it's a lot of empty manufacturing plants, and a lot of y'all know it. And a lot of my friends thought right in the future when they mom and dad was working for these car companies that they was going to, at least if they didn't go to college, they was going to be at one of these plants. My son's mother, she's a seamstress. She didn't even pick up none of the seamstress skills. And I bet she had her wisdom seamstress skills. Our neighbor in the back had seamstress skills because she used to hem up a lot of our clothes with no problem with the quickness. When I messed up something, or if mom bought us a suit, because we know Lucille in the back had a sewing machine and she'll whip it out. Man. So we need jobs like that to come back. And what's cool about having jobs like that coming back, that will allow our women to have some of those skills that it is really needed right in the home. But then it'll bring back these tailor shops. Now, back in the day, me and my friends did tailor shops where people would start asking, where do you get that from? And then, people would start buying our clothes and our fashion. And then it'd be a lot of more competition, maybe some TV programs, some project runway type of stuff, or hood way type of stuff, shows, because people do be having certain shows out here. Oh, I just realized I need to stop shaking this table. But let's get on to the next video because this is going to be fair use. Hopefully I don't be struggle screaming. Let me make sure I get the right tab. Let me back this up. Man. And let's listen to some of this pink book lady because she's going to say something very important that a lot of people. Her. Oh, wait. Oh, here it is. I know y'all heard that, but let's back it up. And boy, I've been doing that, and as many of you have heard,
chase cheaper labor, higher margins, and left communities behind. And here's the twist. Those same manufacturers, what? The manufacturers see them. Guy will ban those, the people versus how you've been getting played. And TikTok, exploding. People are acting like this is breaking news. Like they didn't know everything's made in China. Like, come on now. Walk through any major U.S. city. Look at the ghost of old factories. Entire buildings abandoned for decades unless real estate vultures snatched them up and flipped them into overpriced apartments. Once upon a time, those places built goods for Americans by Americans. Now they're empty because brands chase cheaper labor, higher margins, and left communities behind. And here's the twist.
Now, y'all see those factories? See, down here on Skid Row, a lot of sweatshops used to be above different businesses and on Los Angeles Street. Back in the day, we used to go over there on Los Angeles Street. It's not too far from where the Greyhound station used to be at on 7th Street. A lot of my friends used to go and get tailors. We used to put some kind of little fleece or something right on the back of the pants, and then all of a sudden, things changed. The hip-hop era came in, the gangster stuff came in, sweatsuits came in, shops went out. Just all kind of things like in the 80s, the mid 80s, things just start vanishing like boosh, boo, 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 boo. Home ec and schools and stuff vanish, everything. And let's get back to the show, man. And if it happened here, I know it happened elsewhere.
Those same manufacturers they teamed up with are now flipping the script, taking the design, the tech, the exact same product specs, and making them available direct to consumer at a fraction of the price. And the brands, of course, big mad. So now what's their move? Try to mute the Chinese manufacturers exposing it all on TikTok. Like this guy here. Yeah, shut him up before the ripple turns into a wave. But is it too late? The curtain's been pulled. Is the illusion crumbling? Are people finally seeing who's been really cashing in this whole time?
As many of you have found out, once again, our TikTok accounts are permanently disabled. But to be honest, I can't really remember how many times. Maybe this is the 7th or the 8th time. And why does this keep happening? Well, in one of the videos I posted in one of our permanently disabled already accounts, I explained that because I spilled too much tea, I shared too much inconvenient information about the cost of the bags, so that the capital behind those luxury brands are unhappy. And meanwhile, TikTok is spineless. So it permanently disabled our accounts repeatedly. And it doesn't even give us an explanation.
Oh, yeah.
Just that you violated a rule. That's all. What rule? Oh, you mean the rule? Don't make my capital masters unhappy, otherwise I will permanently disable you.
Now I want to get to this other part.
TikTok, as the platform, you can permanently disable my account because you have support from capital. But I have the support from the people all over the world, the people who are now already awakened. who now refuse to be brainwashed any longer by the capital, who now refuse to be ripped off any longer by the capital. From now on, I will register 1,000 new accounts. And even if you disable all of them, I will register the 1,001st account. I will continue to spill the tea of the cost of bags and continue to make great bags of right prices for all the people around the world. Chinese people are not afraid of hard work and sacrifice. Chinese people are not afraid of oppression and tyranny. Otherwise, we wouldn't have stood up from the more than 100 years of foreign invasion, oppression, and colonization from 1840 to 1945. Otherwise, we wouldn't have become what we are now. And in the future, China will take lead in the world, not by ripping off other peoples and countries, but by honestly and equally developing with other countries and peoples.
He's out here saying he spilled too much tea. Like, where did he even get that phrase? China definitely didn't invent that slang. What is this? The Real Housewives of Chinese Factories? Yeah, somebody's definitely been influenced by Black America. But seriously, these manufacturers, even though this game's been going on forever, recreate the same products, the knockoffs. Add to that decades of greedy corporations outsourcing manufacturing, shutting down American factories, killing off jobs, and brainwashing consumers into thinking overpriced equals luxury.
So feel free to go over there and look at that video. It was a section in there I wanted y'all to listen to, but to make a long story short, you know, we at 16 something minutes, and I'm gonna just fly back in and get over here to this other one. This is the original take, and now you get to see all of the shocking videos that is coming ahead. Let's see this. Fair use.
Nearly 100
fab houses and boats are built in China and at a fraction of the sticker price.
This Birkin bag at Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD.
This video exposes how $38,000 Hermes bags are made in China for allegedly below $1,400.
$1,400 USD for one Birkin out of factory.
Here are the details of accessories for uber luxury brands like Chanel, Estée Lauder, Louis Vuitton and Dior being produced for a few dollars on the Chinese assembly lines.
For this one, for example, this one like 50 RMB one piece. One piece, 50 RMB. 50 RMB. And the cost of it. Yeah.
Another video claims that branded products being sold for hundreds of dollars in upscale showrooms are being built in China for just $6 to $8.
Yogurt suits for Lululemon. Lululemon sells this jacket for nearly $100, but here only costs you $6 to $5.
This post goes on to claim that the reality of lifestyle footwear brand Birkenstocks being produced at just $10 a piece.
Black dollars, $10, and $10. Always $10.
The United States of America has imposed 145% tariff on Chinese imports, with China hitting back with 125% tariff.
So what y'all think of that? Is the tariffs working? That's what I wanted to say. So, you know, I wanted to show y'all a real little quick spiel. Thank you for coming to the show. Hopefully I have another tariff video waiting.